It's time for the absolutely. I'm on my way! Completely. I'm almost there! Random. Why are there so many stairs? Podcast. Oh, jeez! With Andrew Rhodes. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Absolutely Completely Random Podcast for Saturday, March 14th, 2020. Though I should just honestly rename this show this week the Absolutely Completely Random Shit Show, because I don't have much in the way of topics. Besides addressing the elephant in the room, there ain't really much to talk about. I'm literally digging the bottom of the barrel this week for topics, and that's not a good thing. But I do have some stuff anyway. Thank you. Thank you, good people of the internet. So, we're going to address the elephant in the room again. The coronavirus. COVID-19. Which is now suspended the NBA season. The NHL season. I'm pretty sure it's gotten March Madness at this point. Disneyland and Disney World are closed. Most of the world is crippled right now. Idiots are hoarding toilet paper, and all hell is breaking loose. Yet I am still here, so we're going to be talking about that. I got another Dragon Ball Z abridged topic, because the team is diving into how they make their series. I swear it feels like they're trying to pander to the fans. Like, look, this is why we canceled it. Now you're getting a better look to see the mental stress we've gone through, and I'm still calling bullshit. Remember that interspecies reviewer show? The thing that basically has been handled like a hot potato that just came out of the fiery pits of hell? Yeah, it's back in the news again. Oh, goody. And a Lego Mario. A Super Mario Lego set. This sounds pretty freaking cool. I'm not gonna lie. All this, and maybe a random topic, provided time allows. I mean, in all honesty, if I'm gonna be at like an hour this week, I'll take it. If I can at least make it an hour, I'll be happy. But anyway, that's all this week on the Absolutely Completely Random Podcast. But you know the song and dance. Check out my eBay page. Self-explanatory. Subscribe, hit the thumbs up, ring the bell. Again, self-explanatory. Follow me over on Twitter. You know, for when we all end up being in quarantine and we can't leave our homes, we can still talk via the internet. Follow me on Twitter at OtakuRhodes. Swing over to the Web Designer 18 Facebook page. You know, like the page, check me out. Oh, big shout out to my one classmate. I shared up her page on Twitter. I haven't gotten a chance to share it on Facebook yet. I've had a bit of a weird week. Basically, go check out Little Fit Cat. It's a personal trainer thing that a former classmate of mine from high school is doing. So, a big shout out to her. And, yeah, I just thought I'd throw that free plug for her out there. You know, I know the story about why she did it and a whole bunch of other stuff, and I'm not going to get into that. I just figured I'll give her a shout out. What the hell? So, yeah, that's all that fun stuff, and let's get into the podcast. All right, so how'd my week go? Fun. I'm looking forward to a whole week off. Unexpected. No, it's not COVID related. My supervisor and the store manager are going to be out of town, helping out at another store, and I'm not seniority level enough to be there by myself, and I have nobody under me. So I get a week off, which honestly I'm looking forward to. I'm gonna work on getting some of my stuff fixed up for my for the anime GBU next season, or let me rephrase that. This coming season, which I'm gonna have to bump now to May. I was afraid I was gonna have to do that, but I didn't get a chance to record a lot of it. I'm gonna try that this weekend. Or I'm going to try that later this week to record, so I'm looking forward to that. But, yeah, so Monday was meh. I spent most of the week watching Bakuman, honestly, for the review, because 75 episodes. Jesus Christ. Look, I love the manga series. I love the anime. It was perfect. And I can tell you, it follows the manga about 90%. There's like a 10% what it doesn't follow, but it follows it like 90%, and I'm fine with that. but it's just basically 75 episodes. I'm not going to lie, it was a slog to get through it. It was worth it though in the end, but it was a slog to get through it. Last Sunday we started watching Cagney and Lacey because we found out it was on the Roku channel, and we watched 3 episodes last Sunday and 1 episode of season 1 today, and I threw the remote. I went, grabbed the remote, backed out after the episode was done. I said, we're going to season 2, damn it, I've had enough of this. I've had enough of season 1. We're going to season 2. We had like 2 episodes left of season 1 that we're not going to watch. I can't stand the one that originally played Cagney. God, the acting was just really, it felt like it was being forced. And I'm like, no, I've had it. I can't take this anymore. So we watched some season 2 episodes. So we're going to watch season 2 onward now if we watch that. So we had a little fun game then earlier today of listening to TV show theme songs to try to guess what the show was, though my mom and I were having more of a kick out of it. She, especially, when she confused the Jeffersons theme song with Family Matters. Because all of a sudden, Family Matters theme song starts playing. She goes, oh, it's the Jeffersons. And I'm just like, it's what? I mean, granted, okay, she got the Doogie Howser one wrong. I kind of knew that because I got it stuck as an earworm not too long ago for a little while. So that's not a bad thing. I kind of knew that one. And I think there's like one other one that she got wrong. I don't remember. Oh, no, I don't remember. I don't remember what the third one was off the top of my head anymore. But those are the 2 big ones. I thought that was funny. But, so we did that earlier. Let's see. Friday was uneventful. Although I did pick up a new shirt at work. We got a shirt in. We got a Pikachu shirt. And I have a policy. It's my mom's policy from when I was a kid, and it's just rubbed off of me that any new clothing I get has to be washed before I wear it. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. It's got to be washed first before it gets worn. So, believe me, it's getting washed. Tuesday's laundry day. It's going to get washed on Tuesday. And I will get a picture of myself in this. I will put it up on Facebook and Twitter. I love this shirt. It was a 3X. I did not think we were going to get a 3X in. And we got a 3X in. I'm like, oh no, I'm buying this. $5? Then I have to use my employee discount because you're an employee, you're forced to. But no, it's like, oh, I'm buying this. I'm buying this. It's a 3X. It fits me. It fits me with some room to spare. I love this shirt. It sucks though it's not yellow. It's a white shirt with Pikachu on it. I would have killed if it would have been yellow. I would have just flat out, no, this is mine. It's like, no, this is mine. I'm buying this today. This is gonna, it would have been in a heartbeat. It's a white shirt. I'm not gonna lie. Is it a deal breaker? Hell no. I still like it. But yeah, that was yesterday. Let's see, what else did we get? Let's see, what else did I do this week? Thursday was sort of a meh kind of day. Wednesday was okay with, I was just watching I just want to say it, I've pretty much been, besides watching Bakuman this week, if I was on Twitter and that, I was just watching the world implode and the internet just erupt. With E3 getting canceled and all that stuff, so that was entertaining. Tuesday was okay. Tuesday was okay. And Monday was just meh. So, yeah, that's how my week went. It was a meh week, pretty much. So, let's get into the podcast and let's get this on, shall we? All right, let's just get it out of the way. Just get it out of here. Let's talk about the elephant in the room here. Freaking coronavirus. Once again, COVID-19. I know I touched on this last week because it was ending South by Southwest. Coachella's been postponed. This thing is now gotten to pandemic levels, and it is canceling a lot of events. Most notably, E3 has been canceled. If you ever grew up in an area where you got like a lot of snow, and in the wintertime, you would listen to, like, the radio as a kid, and the DJs on there would go, okay, the following schools are now closed. You just listened for your school to be named. Kind of imagine me in that position right now for the next couple minutes. So the NBA season has been pretty much canceled. Let me pull. I'm double checking this stuff here as I'm saying it too. So it's like this is breaking news, folks. So I'm pretty sure the NBA. I'm pretty sure the NHL's ended theirs too. Cause like if you type in NBA, it all just comes up postponed, 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 postponed. Yeah, try more like canceled. Let's see here, NHL, National Hockey League. I'm pretty sure they're done too right now. I know the NCAA tournaments of March Madness is done. Yeah, they're all Jesus Christ, they're all canceled. Holy hell. Yeah, it's canceled all across the top on ESPN.com. Dear God. Yeah, all the NBA stuff is just like postponed. Let's see here. Oh, yeah, wow, Timberwolves are going to lose. Yeah, okay, I don't care. Blah, 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 blah. I mean, this is the weird part now with the NBA thing. Because it's Thursday morning, and all of a sudden, the radio station I listen to comes on at 5, like quarter after 5, or around quarter after 5 with the news, or to start off the morning. And the radio DJ is kind of losing her shit. Her and somebody else, they're kind of losing their shit. And it's like, okay, what's going on here? And I'm thinking, oh, great. There's like a mass outbreak, and all of a sudden, we're going to have to be like really screwed. No, she's upset because the local school district near her where her kids go is basically it was closed for the rest of the week, and she's like, I don't know what I'm gonna do. My kids home, I don't know what I'm gonna do. So yeah, that's freaking fun. Yeah, NHL stuff's postponed. Jesus, this is not good, folks. This is horrible. Okay, so here's the thing. So E3's canceled. So on Wednesday, the internet was just blowing up. Twitter was just lighting up like a freaking Christmas tree that was plugged into a socket and just started overloading like crazy. It's huge. E3 was making announcements. Hey, we may not be having it this year. We're gonna let everybody know. And then boom, just like that, E3's canceled. And people were just losing their shit. A lot of places were pulling out of it. There were a lot of companies and businesses that were yanking out of it. And I said it last week. I'm going to say it again. And to all the people out there that go, they're overreacting and everything else. No, they're not. I want to stress this right now. This is where I stand on the fence with this. I would rather err on the side of caution. And this is erring on the side of caution. Giant gatherings, giant areas, shoving a bunch of people together is not a good idea when you have something that is on a pandemic level. Okay? You don't stick half a dozen people together and it's like, oh, yeah, okay, no, okay, not a problem. Yeah, I would really rather, honestly, just not have something than run the risk of, okay, let's do this. Ooh, no, bad idea. So yeah. Like I said, I would rather err on the side of caution than not err on the side of caution. I mean, I'm the type of person that if I'd be in charge of a school district and I had to make a decision of, do we cancel school because they're calling for snow, or do we go for it because they're not calling for snow? Or, just go for it, hope for the best. No, I would look right at it and go, no, hell no. We are basically, they're getting a day off. No, the little bastards are getting a day off. That's my decision, basically. Christ, wow. Okay, baseball's done. Spring training's done. Holy hell, this is big. I almost feel like this should just be the coronavirus podcast tonight. Holy shit, this is humongous here. I mean, dear God, everything's just, it's canceled left and right. There's so much stuff. So, we know South by Southwest is done. E3's canceled. Disneyland and Disney World are closed. Disney cruises aren't launching. Schools are closing up. There are employees that work for tech companies like Apple and some other places that are working from home. Which, honestly, I kind of like that idea. Though, technically, I would love to actually have an office job. That's something that I would really love to have, would be an office job. But, yeah, no, I could understand that. But yeah, so E3 is canceled. They made the announcement. A lot of people are just losing their shit over this, but they said after careful consideration with their members, the member companies regarding the health and safety of everyone in our industry, our fans, our employees, our exhibitors, and our longtime E3 partners, they made the difficult decision to cancel E3 2020. Now, this was scheduled for June 9th and 10th. So, yeah. And a lot of people are going, that's too early, to cancel E3. No. If you think about it, this is giving them 3 months, because they would have to let them know 3 months in advance. Otherwise, they would start prepping stuff to be sent out, fixing up the area. No, it's too early for that. You can't do that. It's way too early. No, it's not. It's just freaking perfect. I mean, people are going to lose their minds either way. But, yeah, it is what it is. You can't argue with when something has to be done versus, hey, let's not do this just because it'll piss off people. And, we're not in the business of pissing off people. No, we're game developers. We piss off people all the time. So, yeah, sorry about that. Something looked like a stink bug or something flew around my room. I wanted to make sure I didn't catch it. But anyway, so they are basically done. E3 is done for the year. And fans are instantly going, well, now what are we going to do? Well, Sony, Nintendo, and Microsoft pretty much said they're just going to do, like, digital press conferences for this, where they're going to show their stuff. So you're still going to see what's upcoming in gaming, so it's not a big loss. It's technically, I mean, a lot of people were saying this the last couple of years that E3's kind of sucked. E3's been going downhill. There was a shot, I think it was last year or the year before, of just an empty hall. And it was supposed to be packed, and there was like maybe 3 or 4 people in there. So by comparison, it was empty. And people were like, there's nothing here. E3's a joke anymore. And honestly, I'm not going to lie. Yeah, it kind of is a joke. If you think about it, yeah, it kind of is. But still, it's a joke that people like going to see. And I understand they're upset about it not happening. There's a couple tweets out. This is one of them that's in the article. E3 has always been an important moment for Team Xbox. Given this decision, this year we'll celebrate the next generation of gaming with the @Xbox community and all who love to play via an Xbox digital event. Details on timing and more in the coming weeks. So, yeah, I mean, they're not going to just up and say, screw this, we're done. They're going to come up with some type of an idea to offset this. I know Arlo over on his channel was a little upset because, I mean, the little blue monster had gotten a ticket. He was going to be one of the press pass people. He was going to get to interview people. And it sucks, yeah, that you can't do that, Arlo, but, I mean, we, your fans, would rather be, better off both feeling and caring wise if you weren't sick and possibly, could get sick. We would rather you be healthy and bring us more fun content. Maybe look into doing the Lego thing, even if the Copa cops might come knocking on your door, along with maybe the FBI. Yeah, probably. But on top of that, on top of E3 ending, by the way, links will be in the description. I'm just going to put it all up under coronavirus cancellations. Or just put canceled events. Just do that. So, on top of that, Anime Detour. Transformers Con in Orlando has been canceled. WonderCon's postponed. Florida SuperCon, I guess, is postponed. And there's like a whole bunch here. Okay, so in the United States, other canceled and postponed events. So WonderCon event in Anaheim was set to take place April 10th to the 12th is postponed. Diamond Comic Distributor informed Anime News Network via a press release its 2020 Retail Summit set to be held in conjunction with MegaCon in Orlando April 14th to 16th is canceled. TFCon 2020 is canceled. Pokemon Go Community Day event planned for March 15th is postponed. That's the one where you'd be able to get Genesect. It is postponed. The Dragon Ball Symphonic Adventure Concert in Rosemont, Illinois, scheduled for March 27th, has been canceled. Organizers for the Florida SuperCon event scheduled for May 8th to 10th in Miami Beach. The event is postponed to July 3rd through the 5th. That actually might work out better for you because you get more people. It'll be right for the 4th of July. The following Yu-Gi-Oh! Events and Championship Series events this is going to be fun, are postponed by Konami. Basically, the Charlotte, North Carolina, scheduled for March 28th and through 29th, and in Hartford, Connecticut, scheduled for the April 18th and 19th, I guess, weekend. In addition, Konami has canceled the 225th Yu-Gi-Oh! Championship Series events that were scheduled to take place March 14th and 15th in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. The company's also canceled all regional qualifiers scheduled throughout April 6th in North America and Latin America. And it's getting worse, and I'm not even halfway through this. Microsoft's Phil Spencer posted on Twitter about Microsoft will host Digital Xbox, like I already said, because E3 is canceled. The postponement of GDC 2020 event. Organizers and the events have announced that several speakers who had planned to give talks at the event will stream recorded versions of their talks, so that's not a bad thing. Over in Japan, let's go over to the land of the rising sun. The following events in Japan. For those of you listeners of mine in Japan, by the way, konnichiwa, mushi mushi. Now, you know what? Screw it. I know somewhat how to say hello, but I just want to say this for those of you listening over in Japan that listen to me and put up with me for like an hour. Domo arigato. Basically, arigato gozaimasu. I know I probably just butchered it half a dozen ways, but thank you, basically. So in Japan, the following events have been canceled or postponed. The finals for a Monster Hunter World Iceborne tournament set to be held on March 21st have been canceled. The Duel Masters Teen Tour event scheduled for 8 locations between April 26th and June 7th have been canceled. A Demon Slayer Kimetsu no Yaiba exhibition scheduled in Tokyo from March 20th through April 7th is canceled. The Final Fantasy VII Remake Mystery Solving event scheduled to be held on Tokyo's Yamanote line is canceled and instead moved to a smartphone-based event to be held through March 28th. So it's the original one's canceled, but you're getting a backup version instead. Let's see here. The government over in Japan is asking elementary, junior high, and high schools to close until the end of spring break in early April to contain the spread. So schools are closed. Honestly, that's about the best news I could. I mean, from my standpoint as a kid, I never liked going to school. So that's, in all honesty, for me, that would be the shining light in this. I know Disney has halted their live-action movie productions. They are suspended. The NCAA tournaments are canceled. The NHL is pretty much canceled. Yeah, this is just insane here. Okay, oh no, all right. No, they're pausing it. Yeah, okay. What's the difference between paused and canceled? The MLB spring training. I was just looking that up on Google. Canceled. They've canceled like every game, especially the ones that are supposed to be like today and tomorrow. They are canceled. They even have it. You pull it up right up on a Google search. Just type in MLB. Boom. Canceled. Left and right. Just bam. Holy hell. They canceled. Ladies and gentlemen, what's the word of the day? Canceled. That is the word of the day. The word of the day is canceled. Just canceled straight across the board here. Everything is just canceled. Holy crap. So MLB spring training canceled. NBA season is pretty much done. March Madness is done. Disneyland, Disney World, done. Everywhere is done. Holy crap. This is just getting worse before it gets better. But yeah. So, I think it's safe to say at this point, beyond a shadow of a doubt, we are boned. And I'm always finding humor in this. I try to find, like, the lighter stuff. in this. And I do have to give credit to the person on Twitter that thought up the joke, because honestly, if you can't laugh in the face of obscurity, in the face of overwhelming despair, you're horrible. You're a horrible person if you can't laugh. That means you've given up. There's a person that put up a thing on Twitter, and I just love the joke so much. Walmart has now opened register 2 for all your panic buying. That's how serious the situation is. They've now opened register 2, basically. Yeah. But for those of you unaware of what the coronavirus is, this is the general gist of it. The first reported cases were in Wuhan, China, back in December. The disease began to spread in varying rates and intensities across many parts of the globe through incubation in human hosts. The World Health Organization, declared a World Health Emergency on January 30th and announced on Wednesday that it is classifying the outbreak as a pandemic. As of Friday, the World Health Organization reported that there are 132,758 infected individuals worldwide, including 51,767 outside China. 4,955 individuals have died from the disease, including 1,775 outside of China. So this is no joke, folks. This is honest here, and I'm hoping that YouTube doesn't just yank me down for this. I'm not making anything up. You can Google all this. I'm gonna have links in the description for the canceled like NCAA, NBA, and all that. Just Google search, and just Google search March Madness. Google search NBA. Google search NHL, Google search MLB, just those exact words, and you'll pull it up. I will just put the Google link search results right in the description. I will try my best to remember that. If not, just Google search it. I'm not making any mass panic or anything. I'm being honest here. As of Friday, the World Health Organization reported that Japan has 675 cases of the coronavirus with 19 deaths. These numbers do not include the number of cases from the Diamond Princess cruise ship, currently docked in Yokohama. The cruise ship has 696 infected passengers and with 7 deaths. The World Health Organization has reported the United States has 1,264 cases with 36 deaths as of Friday. And there you go, folks. That brings you up to speed. So, there was an old joke. If you've ever seen Married with Children, you'll know the joke I'm going to say here. But there was an old show. There was an old joke, Married with Children. There was an episode where baseball went on strike, and Al Bundy just could not take this. So he decided to come up with a team, a league, and they basically were having the same issues then that the baseball players were having. And that was where everything just fell apart. And then at the end of the episode, you had Buck the dog, or Lucky, I don't remember if it was Lucky or Buck, that's basically sitting there on the couch, and the TV announcer goes, so to recap, baseball's canceled, baseball's on strike, hockey's on strike, and Saturday Night Live just won't end. That's 3 strikes and we're out. So, I mean, that's basically the same thing here. It's, basketball's done, hockey's pretty much done, baseball's pretty much screwed, NCAA's pretty much done, events are finished, concerts are done, sporting events are pretty much toast at this point, conventions, theme parks. 2020 we're only 3 months in, and the fun's been sucked, clean dry. So, yep. There is some good stuff happening in this. Like, a lot of places are putting movies up on their streaming service. I know Disney Plus is chucking up a bunch of movies quickly for a lot of people to watch. A lot of places are waiving, like, interest fees on their cards, waiving their monthly bills. If you have, like, a credit card or something, certain ones are waiving their monthly bills. I heard, like, Apple's doing it. I know that there's a lot of telecom companies like AT&T, Sprint, and that are suspending their data limits because people are pretty much going to be trapped in their homes. They're not going to be able to go anywhere, and it is what it is. So they're, trying to make your lives a little easier. I do thank them for that. because my mom went to the grocery store yesterday, and it was, she goes, it was a freaking nightmare. People there she's never seen before. She goes like every Friday, unless it's like a holiday. She goes, people there I've never seen before. Some kid wanted to take the 3 bottles of Dr. Pepper that she had out of her cart, and it's like, no, don't touch them, they're mine. She snapped a little bit. She's like, a lot of the stuff on the shelves were empty. A lot of people were doing this and that, and a lot of stuff was just piled up everywhere. There was panic buying galore, and I mean, I get it. They're panicking, they're nervous. I understand it. My mom came home, and I'm not gonna lie on this. My mom comes home, and she's telling me this whole thing, and then she's going into this. So I went a little over budget. Mom, it's fine. No. She's trying to like tell me and try to justify why she was over budget a bit. And I'm like, Mom, it's fine. We were kind of figuring. I was figuring it when I'm up at work. I was like, okay, she's gonna go a little over budget. She's going to want to make sure that there's food here just in case we can't get to the stores, or in case the store ends up closing up because they don't have anything. It's basically a preventative measure so that we have food. I think to myself, it's fine. I figured she's going to up and basically just, spend, get a couple extra things. It's fine. And she's trying to justify it. Like, she's starting to panic a little bit. And you can't deny it, Mom. I know you listen. You can't deny it. She was like getting a little like. I was kind of seeing what my supervisor at work my one supervisor at work was meaning. It's like, okay, Andrew, calm down. Don't overreact. Don't get hyper. My mom was getting hyper, and I'm just standing there like, Mom, it's fine. It doesn't bother me. And she's just, I'm like, yeah, I said, you know how everybody's panicking. I said, do you see how I am? I'm calm. I mean, I'm not hip checking people. I'm not, pulling out some wrestling moves. I'm not busting pile drivers in a parking lot. Because apparently I read somewhere there was like a fight at a freaking Sam's Club. I'm not doing pile drivers in a parking lot. I'm calm. Look, whatever happens, happens. Okay? It's like, wow. I mean, she's freaking out. I'm like, it's fine. But yeah, so that's the elephant in the room. So basically, the NBA's done. Schools are closing. At least I know a couple of them in my state were closing for like the rest of the week. And it was like Thursday they were closing so that they could clean the schools and stuff like that. Yeah, it is what it is, folks. Preventative measures, from what I've been told in the picture and poster that they have up at work, as well as the little handy sheets in the bathrooms. Yeah, we have unisex bathrooms, so it's basically the same, each gender can use the same bathroom. We have 2 of them at work. It's basically the same in both rooms. Wash your hands for at least 20 seconds. At work, they're recommending we sing Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. Me, I just count 20 seconds, and that's it. Don't touch your face. Basically, if you have to cough into your like elbow. It's just preventative stuff left and right. But yeah, it is what it is, folks. Hopefully things are going to improve and get better. I certainly hope so. But it is what it is. But yeah, that's what's going on right now via that. So that's your elephant in the room moment here on the podcast. And it's almost 25 minutes long. I knew it was going to be a while. I knew it was going to be a while, so I'm kind of glad I got that out first. So I knew it was going to be a pretty big topic. Alright, it's been a while since we talked about this, I think. But we all remember what happened, I think it was back in February, I think it was like last month, when Team 4-Star announced Dragon Ball Z Abridged is done. It's not coming back for Season 4. And I did a discussion video on it. I think did I do a rant? No, I didn't do a rant. I just did a discussion video. They were saying about, look, here's the thing. They're saying they're burned out. They can't do it anymore. It's done as far as they're concerned. It's finished. It's history. It's over. And I'm just kind of scratching my head, and I'm like, okay, yeah, that's understandable. But after digging around and doing some research and all that for my discussion video, I kind of came to the conclusion that they never really planned to do Season 4. And I'm not saying that they were stringing us along. I'm figuring that they probably figured, okay, our popularity spiked a bit. We should try to capitalize on that, and then just realize, you know what, screw it, we're done. We're tired of doing it. And yeah, I get it. I get it, okay? But still, this though, I almost feel like this is a slap in the face at this point. Recently they put out a video, like their upcoming announcements and all that. Apparently we're getting like another Dragon short. It's going to be coming out. But this is some weird stuff here. So this is basically like some behind the scenes stuff, DBZ abridged. Basically explaining how they made the stuff, like the stories behind it. They did like the Saiyan saga, the Frieza saga, the Cell saga. And they're explaining everything. So, it's like nobody really thought about Nappa at the time. Lanny Pator apparently said, and he's quoted in this article. But as he and DBZA co-creator Takahata 101 stated, going back and forth, they created a version of Nappa that fans on the internet found hilarious and very quotable. Yeah, he's that, whole weird type of person. He's an idiot, basically. But, yeah, they released these 14-minute videos about their work on the Saiyan Saga, co-creators Lanny Pator and Kaiser Neko, explaining how it all went down, influenced by the Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged series, which, by the way, sucks. I'm not even sugarcoating that. That sucks. I have ranted about that already. They began dabbing in their own abridged series, even though they lived in different places, and members of Team 4-Star worked hard and experimented and were blown away by their success. They didn't meet one another in person until Detroit's YumaCon convention in 2009. 2 years before, apparently they were interviewed by Otaku USA at the 2011 convention of the same name. But they basically explained about, like, this is some of the stuff that we did, giving like some behind the scenes stuff on it. They did the Saiyan Saga, Frieza Saga, and Cell Saga. Those are the 3 sagas that they have. Because remember, they're not doing the Buu Saga. They've ended their run here. The second video was basically they're taking them through the Frieza Saga. They wanted to be like lean back from some of those so random jokes and actually try to focus on character and how these characters relate to each other, according to Lanny Pator. But it is what it is. Basically, what this boils down to, how I read it, is that, look, we know you're pissed that we ended our show. It's kind of almost like what it feels like. We know you're pissed. We know a lot of you out there want our heads on a platter. Here's some behind-the-scenes stuff that might show you why we put so much thought into this and why we decided to end it. And yeah, I get why you wanted to end it. Stop defending it all the damn time, and I don't think you'll have a problem. This is one of those, the more you defend it, the more pissed off some of the ones that don't believe you are going to get. They're just going to get more and more pissed. If you stop defending it, you won't have an issue. There won't be a problem then. But you keep defending your choice to end it all the time, instead of just saying, look, it's done, and walk away. You explained why. Some of us fans dug back into some of your past videos to prove that what you said was somewhat bull, and we're the ones that, we're not kicking up a fuss either. If you really think about it, we're not kicking up a fuss. We're fine with your decision. We're just saying that, you could have worded it better than just how you said, how and why you said it, because we can prove that you were lying at that point. If you would have just came out and said, look, we had no intention of doing the Buu Saga. We're sorry we led you on, thinking you were going to get a season 4. We thought we would try it. We couldn't get anything to stick, so we decided to end it. That would have been fine. I don't think fans would have been so pissed. And like I said, nobody was really upset with the BoJack, because BoJack was a BS movie to begin with. There was no getting around that. So nobody was going to be pissed about that. And if you would have just came out and said, like, a year ago, hey, we're not going to be able to do the Buu Saga. There's no season 4. We cannot get anything to stick. Nothing is connecting right no matter what we try, and been done with it, we wouldn't have had an issue. But it's the fact that on top of this, you just keep coming out with more and more stuff. I mean, the Cell Saga video for the behind the scenes is like 32 minutes long. You're talking about how long it takes to write an episode, how far you plan the jokes, your favorite and least favorite moments, and other stuff. You're literally just basically giving everybody, you're defending why you decided to cancel it. And like I said, we don't care why anymore. We've accepted it. There are some of us that still think you lied in how you said it. If you would have just said, okay, look, we wanted to try it, we thought we'd give it a shot, but it didn't pan out, we would have been fine with it. But going, burnout, we're tired of doing the same thing. You said in an earlier, they said in an earlier video, and I don't mean to shit on them or anything, I don't want to, like, poke fun at them or, insult them or anything, but they had said in an earlier update video on their channel that they were coming up with ideas and ways to help streamline the process so that it wouldn't be a burden to make an episode and have the episodes come out so that they wouldn't get burned out. And then they're going, oh, it's burnout. That's what's doing it. No, it's frustration that was doing it, not burnout. There's a difference between frustration and burnout. If you would have just said, look, we're frustrated with the series, we don't want to do it anymore because we can't bring the same, love to it that we had, and we're just afraid the content's going to suffer, the fans would have been fine. But you're going that, nothing's working right. We can't get it to stick. We couldn't get BoJack to work. We're just tired of doing it. At this point, we're burned out. It was the fact that they used the word burned out, I think, is what did it for me. Because they had an irregular schedule to begin with for uploading videos and uploading their stuff. It was an irregular schedule to begin with. If fans wanted something, they were waiting. Patience is a virtue, and we were learning that virtue. But yeah, I mean, seriously, at this point, we don't care anymore. But, the one point that they made in there where they go, we're tired of the copyright claims, we're tired of, the channel being shut down, people's livelihoods are at stake. They have another website. Team 4-Star has their own website. They sell merchandise. I highly doubt, unless every single one of your driven subscribers and driven money income was coming directly from YouTube, which after the entire adpocalypse and the cope apocalypse, I doubt highly it was. They have another site. You have, merchandise you're selling with your logo on it. I guarantee you that you're not going belly up here. And they're like, well, people's livelihoods are at stake. That was the part that they kind of lost me on at that point. It's like, look, we're grasping at straws here with this. And that was where they lost me. I'm not going to lie. That was right. That right there was where they lost me. I can understand burnout. I had that myself. I was frustrated. I was getting, stressed out a lot in high school with projects and stuff like that. I was having a hard time getting a lot of that done. I can understand burnout. I suffered that from high school. Getting up at 6 o'clock every morning, going to school, coming home, going to school, coming home, day in, day out, ad infinitum, same thing. I mean, for like a good, first grade on, I had like bologna sandwiches every freaking day. Minus weekends, but like every freaking day. When I went to school, I had bologna sandwiches like 9 months out of the year. Well, almost 9 months. You can actually almost make it like 8 months if you don't count weekends. I had a bologna sandwich. It got to the point where I got sick and tired of bologna. And I didn't want bologna for a while after I graduated high school. And I went to tech school, and it's like I had made myself some bologna sandwich. I threw some pepperoni in it the one time. Like some pepperoni slices. And I just started going, you know what? I need something other than bologna. I can't have bologna. Okay, I've eaten bologna for X amount of years now. I can't have bologna anymore. It's driving me nuts. No more bologna. I mean, I eat like a Lebanon style bologna now. It's actually pretty good. But it's like, no, no more baloney. I was having like Oscar Mayer, and that's what I was eating. It's like, no more freaking baloney. I couldn't take it anymore. But yeah, so like I said, I get burnout. I get frustration. And what they were basically saying, and with putting out these videos, it almost seems like you're just doing this to pat your own backs and go, we made the right decision to end this. And now the fans will understand what we went through to make this. The fans already figured out what you went through. They did like multiple videos where they explain getting the lip flaps to move right, mixing, the audio in. We watched the videos on your own channel, guys. You did half a dozen of those. There was one where Vegeta was talking, and you were talking about how you were, it's painstaking to get the lip flaps right. So yeah, it makes sense. It freaking does. You would get burned out and sick of doing something. But like I said, the way this feels with your whole, here's the 3 video series on the behind the scenes stuff, it basically feels like your last ditch effort to say, look, we're still defending our reasoning to end this, and we the fans just don't freaking care anymore. The few of us that, don't fully believe your story, don't care enough to really give a rat's ass. All right, the series is over. We know us crying about it isn't going to do any good, so we don't care. It doesn't bother us. Yes, I mean, I'm still a little bummed because I thought the Boo Saga had a lot of potential that they could have done. But no, I'm not going to throw a hissy fit. I'm not going to get pissed off. I'm not going to scream bloody murder at the damn wall and go, you idiots need to get back to work. No, you don't want to do it. You don't have to do it. If you have no passion for it, there's no point in doing it. I agree with that. I'm just saying the way you said it, the way they had that video come out, the timing of it are things that I personally, if I'm looking at this, you dig into this and go, the timing, the wording, the way that they were saying it in their body language from the video, it just wasn't giving the evidence that they came to this decision as, heavily as they thought. Because they're saying we didn't come to this decision lightly. Yeah, no, you wouldn't come to a decision like this lightly, but at the same time, it doesn't feel like they came to that decision like extremely heavily. Like they really put a lot of thought into this, because it almost seems like they really had no intention to do the Boo Saga, especially when they were saying about how it's not really one of the best sagas, it's not one of their favorites. So it already had some, hands against it, and it already had some, nails in its coffin. So, I mean, I'm not chastising them or anything. I'm just saying the videos, if you want to watch them, it's just behind the scenes stuff, them explaining, doing like an interview type deal. That's pretty much it. Like I said, recently they put out a video, like some major announcements. They did a trailer for Unabridged, which is another new show they're coming out with. I think Final Fantasy VII Machinima is still ending yet this year. They're coming out with so much more stuff, and that was their main thing. They go, we know we're going to get a lot of slack for this. We know we're going to hit a lot of like pissed off individuals. We're going to lose a lot of subscribers. A lot of people on their Patreon page felt cheated. And all those people have a justifiable right to feel the way they do. I'm not going to lie about that. But at the same time, stop defending your decision and it will die off and go away. Think of it like a manga series. If it ends, it ends. Nobody's complaining that it ends. I mean, okay, sure they do it first, but after a while, it dies off. They'll just figure, okay, the ratings sucked enough, it wasn't working. For you guys, you're just like the copyright claims, which you put at the start of the videos, non-profit fan-based parody. Just keep defending it that way, and you would have been fine. It is what it is. The copyright bot will still take it down regardless. I mean, you still roll the dice on it, and they're going to stay up, but you're still rolling the dice on it. So there's that. There's just so much stuff that they keep rolling on about this and keep trying to justify why they canceled it, and nobody, at this point, honestly, cares, besides their diehard fans. So, yeah, but that's the latest thing. If you want to check them out, they're up on YouTube. They're also available in the article themselves, so you can check them out there. But honestly, it's just a behind-the-scenes thing. That's literally all it is. But if you want to check it out, feel free to. As far as I'm concerned, I mean, I'm still subscribed to them, but they don't really have anything else on the channel that I really find interesting. So, as far as I'm concerned, it's a dead channel. But hey, I still subscribe to it, so I don't know. Maybe it has a brighter future. You know, I don't know. All right, this is a topic that I really don't know whether to laugh or cry. At this point, it's either way. So, interspecies reviewers. This is the anime series that has quintessentially become synonymous with where is the line between hentai and anime. And it is a very blurry line, but this one tries to fine tune it. This was the racy fantasy comedy that pretty much got canceled by Funimation. Yanked off of airwaves over in Japan. Half a dozen things were happening to this. The series follows a group of adventurers reviewing the services of brothels across the land, from vampires to slime girls, but the reviewers' latest quest is going to put them under the review of Broadcasting Ethics and Program Improvement Organizations, or BPO, their youth committee. The BPO is a watchdog group focused on Japanese television content. Every month they publish submitted viewer opinions and complaints about what's appearing on television. Basically, figure them to be like Helen Lovejoy, in a way, from The Simpsons. Won't somebody please think of the children? That's basically what they are. But So apparently, the 7-member youth committee held a meeting on February 22nd to discuss viewer complaints received from mid-January to mid-February. The discussion included viewers' concerns if children viewed interspecies reviewers, and it's not only vulgar but extreme, but it objectifies women. Another viewer found fault in the series' positive depiction of sex shops. I'm not going to sugarcoat this. This is definitely something they should have had on late at night. Okay? If they even wanted to have it on at all, it should have been on like late at night. Funimation dropping the ball on this. They could have honestly figured, and I'm not going to lie here, they could have figured, okay, this has like a 16, 17 rating, not realizing that, no, it's straight up 18. And they just didn't realize it. Because there are a lot of people that go, well, certain anime series should be hentai and certain hentai should be anime. And yeah, there are a few. I'm not going to lie. There are some anime series that do get a little too weird, a little too close to the line. That, just push it right over the line, just go over to the other side. And then there are some on the other side that don't feel like they belong there. They really don't. So it's sort of a mixed bag. There's, half do, half don't, what is it? But basically there is that. During the committee's discussion, though, one member was concerned about the show depicting sex work in a positive way. That is never a good thing, first off. So yeah, I agree with that. After reviewing the viewer comments and considering the series' recent television cancellations, many networks yanked the plug on it, and some picked it up afterwards. I think they wanted it for the publicity it was getting at the time. I mean, bad publicity, they probably figured it was better than no publicity. I mean, look at, what the hell was that? Rainmaker? Was it a Rainmaker studio? Or what was the one that did Reboot the Guardian Code? Hold on. I think it was Rainmaker. Hold on. Let me check that out quick here while I figure this out. But yeah, I think that what they basically did was just here. Let's take this and go for it. And they were probably figuring, look, the publicity, yeah, okay, it sucks, but we could probably turn this around. Yeah. Whether or not it's true or not, it is what it is. Who did? Okay. Does it say who made it? No, it doesn't. Come on, damn it. Who the hell made? I think it was Rainmaker. Wasn't it? Or Mainframe? Okay, it was Mainframe Studios. But I thought they had a different name at the time because I thought they stopped being Mainframe. So you got Mainframe Studio, but yeah, but basically, the networks now are probably figuring good publicity, they're not gonna get, but bad publicity. Yeah, it was Rainmaker. Okay, I was right. It was Rainmaker Studios. All right, chalk one up for Andrew's mind. But yeah, they're probably figuring, look, bad publicity is publicity enough for us to get it. So basically, during the committee meeting, they basically decided and agreed upon that the members would watch the anime and issue their own comments at the next committee meeting on March 24th. They plan to take into consideration that the show does air after midnight. Okay, so it is airing late at night. So, first off, I hate to break it to the Japanese people, but even over here in the States, we have problems with, especially back in like the 80s and 90s, kids staying up real late, and all of a sudden you'd hear like 11 o'clock, the Gabriel Iglesias joke, the following program has not been rated and is for adults only. Yeah, you would hear that crap all the time. If you were a parent and you had kids in the house, you had one ear open at 11 o'clock. You're like, if I hear it, I'm going to pounce on that TV. And it's basically what it was. And you could just imagine. Yeah, and you could just imagine, like, all of a sudden a parent would hear that and be like, shut it off! Yeah, that's what it is. So they're going to take that into consideration. They're going to watch the show, and they're going to give, I guess, their thoughts and their comments on it. Does this mean it's going to get out of this basic purgatory that it's in? No. I think at this point in time, the ship has sailed on it. They're screwed either way. You're going to have people that are never going to be satisfied one way or another. You just have to deal with that. The fact that the show got, what was it, like 3 episodes in before Funimation yanked it. Funimation didn't take much of a bath on this. They probably just moved all those people that were working on it to other projects. So it's not like people lost their jobs because the dubbing stopped. They could have easily just said, okay, look, we're not dubbing this anymore, but you guys aren't out of work. We can use you for another series we have. We're just going to push you all over there, and that's the end of that. His voice actors do like multiple roles, so there's probably, like, most of them were probably already doing something else. And I know that there's one YouTuber and a Twitter person that follows me, and I follow. He does like a lot of anime stuff, and he goes that he watches the episodes, and he's like, I am upset that Funimation decided to drop this, but I will still watch it because it is a good anime series. And I'm thinking to myself, no, it is. From what I read about it and the plot synopsis of it, it does kind of hit that. Though I will agree, like I thought, it could be that 16 range, like we're pushing right at the edge sort of deal. But it's not what it is. As far as interspecies reviewers goes, it is just, it's a softcore porno, basically. It's how that's how I see it here. It's a softcore porno. And basically, yeah, you're not going to be allowed to have something like that on there. Funimation has their strict code of ethics, and I know people have questioned that with the leaked Dragon Ball Z audio files and all that stuff. Though I still stand on my thought on that was done in-house as a training video. And it was never meant to leave the studio. It was only supposed to be used for training purposes only. Like, you do not say stuff like this. The following lines and stuff like this will not be tolerated here. And they had the character say it because if you're working for Funimation, you have to know anime. That is just a freaking given. Unless you're a marketing person, you have to know anime. That's a given. So that's why I kind of feel like that was given as that they told them, okay, look, you guys are going to get a free pass for this, but you're recording this for use for company purposes as our training video on you don't do this shit here. Okay? Otherwise, you never do this stuff. This is the one time you get a free pass. It's never leaving the company. It's never going to be seen. And somehow it just got leaked out. That's where I stand on this. But, yeah, so it is what it is. I I kind of agree with some of the stuff. I haven't actually seen an Interspecies Reviewer, but I've read the plot synopsis of the episodes. I'm not too fond of it. Personally, I kind of think it is a little stupid. Sure, it's think like Monster Matsune, but throw more hentai-ish stuff in it, and that's pretty much what you got. I know people are upset by that, but, you know, it is what it is, folks. If it smells like a duck, quacks like a duck, it's a freaking duck. You know, it is what it is. But, yeah, so it's going to get looked at by the BPO, and hopefully, it'll, maybe things will get better for it. I don't know. Alright, so Lego's coming up with some cool stuff. My mom sent me a thing that they're going to be, I guess, making the Minion stuff now. But what's really cool is that Lego is making a Super Mario themed playset. Or play sets, I should say. So, you know, you can easily just imagine somebody going, "Hey, it's me, Mario. I'm a Lego now." I'm so sorry. But yeah. So, Nintendo teased the Lego sets. They're official Nintendo and Lego are joining forces for Super Mario themed playsets. And honestly, I welcome this. Lego is one of the greatest building blocks ever. Mega Bloks is like their close second competitor. And I have had like half a dozen knockoffs. I got like crap from the Dollar Tree that make really good robots when you don't read what the instructions are for. Like, oh, look, this is supposed to be a construction vehicle. Yeah, it makes a better robot. Oh, this is supposed to be a robot. Yeah, let me combine it with 2 other robots. Yeah. But I like how the YouTube video for this is, it's Lego Mario time. It's really cool. The only downside is that Mario kind of looks more Duplo blocky than Lego-y, but I can understand why, because, you know, you can't really have that, you know, iconic Mario look from a small, you know, yellow head. You know, that's not going to happen. But basically, I know that there was a thing, because Arlo, the blue gaming monster, that little blue monster that reviews a lot of Nintendo stuff, goes, oh yeah, he would love to get his hands on the Mario Lego sets and play with those, but he could just suddenly see the Copa cops knocking down his front door and, you know, taking him off to jail. It kind of sucks. But the interaction, though, goes beyond typical Lego playsets, though. Mario's eyes have small screens, as does his chest, which change depending on what he lands. The tech behind the Lego Mario bricks was developed jointly by Nintendo and Lego. So this is actually pretty cool. So Mario basically gets different expressions. He can give the expression of, if he lands on fire, for example, the, you know, X'd over eyes for, oh crap, I'm dead. There's like Happy Mario. There's Mystery Block Mario. So this is actually pretty cool. This is a pretty bold step for Lego, I want to say. But it is a little bulky. Like I said, the figure looks a little on the bulky side for what it is. But, yeah, you know, it is, you know, teach their own. The goal is for Mario to collect as many coins as possible while completing the brick-built levels. The brick-built level. The results look like a fascinating mix of analog Lego fun and electronic gaming, which, honestly, I think Lego should be getting into more of. Nintendo actually created its own brand of blocks to compete against Lego back in the late 60s called NMB blocks. They were on sale in Japan between 1968 and 1972. And the Before Mario Twitter account actually has a picture up of the NMB blocks, and honestly, they look pretty cool, I'm not going to lie. But it is what it is, a standard, you know, Lego ripoff. The comparisons are obvious, though. Similar to Lego, the NMB blocks read NB on the stub. According to Inside Games, Lego even took Nintendo to court over the NMB blocks, but reportedly lost the lawsuit. Yeah, okay. You know, come on. You don't win against Nintendo. Nobody wins against Nintendo. Nintendo is the king. Remember, I said that in my discussion video. Nintendo is literally sitting on their throne. They have had that throne now for how many years? They're not giving it up. You know, suck it up. It is what it is. But before Mario points out, though, that Nintendo blocks were not straight copies. The blocks underside tubing, their underside tubing was different from Lego's bricks. So there's that. And Nintendo created unique shaped blocks, such as a curved peanut-shaped one for its own set. Whereas Lego is circle, square, rectangle, trapezoid, yeah, stuff like that. And you can see it in the thing, because you can see like the diamond ones that, Lego has that. Rectangle, circle, pointed pyramids for like roofs and trees. But the peanut shaped one, Lego has never done one like that. So yeah, that's definitely a difference there. And you're gonna have, like I said, you're gonna have copycats and knockoffs and everything else. But more information is going to be revealed, though, about the upcoming Lego Mario at a later date. Obviously, this is cool. I'm not going to lie. The sets are probably going to be expensive as hell, though. I remember when I voted for that Voltron Lego set, and I think that son of a bitch was selling for like $100. Yeah, big ass Voltron, Lego Voltron. Because I remember that had a special thing where they had to delay the voting on it because it needed its own consideration of whether or not Lego wanted to make that into a set or not. Because all of a sudden, all the stuff that was voted on is like, yeah, this is approved, not approved, not approved, not approved, came out. And it wasn't on there. And then all of a sudden they came out with a follow-up video. It's like, well, we needed a little more time to really think about this, hammer through, and here's the final decision. It was approved, and I'm like, holy hell. Then there's like a video of the guys creating it, and they're like trying to figure out everything, piece it all together, build it from scratch, and then put it all together so that they can mass produce it. And I'm like, this is cool. Then you find out the price tag, and the coolness factor drops. Because I remember that was one of the questions that was asked when you were voting on it, was how much would you pay for a set like this? And I remember putting down under $100, because you're going to have secondary markets like eBay, Amazon, and all that are going to jack the price up. Yeah, I mean, for anybody that's actually buying and selling it on eBay, because I'm having a hard time getting my stuff to sell on eBay right now. That internet sales tax is not very helpful. That's actually hurting me more than I thought it was going to. But yeah. So, stuff like this, I mean, I can just imagine what the price tag is going to be, especially for that Mario figure, because it's not a standalone Lego figure. Definitely not. It's bigger. It's like a board game, basically. And Lego, sorry about that, I had to yawn. Lego did some pretty cool board games. There's that Minotaur one that looked pretty cool. There was like a Lego chess one I think they came out with. I can get those like on eBay for a couple bucks, and they actually are pretty damn cool, especially for what they are. You build it yourself. That Minotaur one was sort of like the game that I was thinking of at the time, because I was thinking up a game, then I'm walking through Target and I see it sitting there, and I'm like, son of a bitch. I was a little pissed at myself for not coming up with a better version of it and everything else, but it's like, I didn't have the internet at the time. Yeah, I didn't, so it was what it was. But this is pretty cool, though. Hopefully we here in the States will get our chance to shine with these. I hope that a lot of YouTubers will get to at least try them out and go under the general audience exception so that we can watch them try them out. I mean, I'd like to be able to watch that and not have a channel be, hit as, oh, you're for kids. No. Not for kids. Not for freaking kids. You want to know why it's not for kids? Let me tell you why it's not for kids. Because Legos appeal to everyone. Yeah, everyone. But anyway, it is what it is. Hopefully, though, a lot of people will be able to keep those and be able to, have it. They can play with them and all that other stuff. It'll be fun, cool. I would look forward to it. I'd probably even want to try my hand at it. But the price tag would have to be pretty damn good, because there's like a Lego set. I think it was like maybe... How much were those stupid... God gotta try to remember how much those Lego DC heroes were going for. Because I know there was like an Iron Man one I almost wanted to get when they did Marvel, and I saw the price tag and it turned me off immediately for what it was. So I know like Hero Factory was almost like $12 at one point, and that was like the last set of Lego stuff that I had bought was Hero Factory. So yeah, that was kind of pricey. But yeah, I mean, and in all honesty, I would love to have a dedicated Lego channel and just build shit all day long. You know, design stuff that would appeal to both, children and adults. If Lego would ever want to, consider that idea, I would be more than happy to spend my day building stuff, provided you're providing the Legos to do it. I would be more than happy to spend my day building stuff out of Legos. I would love to try my hand at that. But yeah, either way, I'll look forward to this. It is pretty cool. Alrighty, everybody, that's pretty much going to do it then this week for the Absolutely Completely Random podcast. I apologize if it felt like it was phoned in, but I really didn't have much to talk about this week. With the elephant in the room taking 90% of the wind out of everybody's sails this week, there really wasn't much to talk about, and I really dug around to find what I could. So I do apologize if it feels like it was phoned in. But anyway, it is what it is. Don't forget, the March Q&A question deadline is fast approaching. That's right. Between this Saturday, the 21st and the 23rd, please have your questions in so that I can record it the week of the 23rd then, either on the 24th or the 26th. And then I can put it out so everybody can enjoy the March Q&A. Let's see. Look forward to my Andrew Rants videos. I recently started one where I'm going to be talking about pizza. I love pizza, and there's some things that people do to pizza that pisses me off. So there is that. I am planning part 2 of my rant video on Quibi. And look, I get the concept of why it exists, but I just don't like it. And I'm going to explain why in my next rant video, as well as explain what the hell it is. And many, many other things. But, as always, folks, thank you for tuning in this week to the podcast. And until next time, I'm Andrew Rhodes. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will catch you later. Bye, everybody.